24 hours. And I want to thank as well the Honourable Carolyn Bennett and Member of Parliament Marco Mendocino, Honourable Mitzi Hunter and Honourable David Zimmer, who are ministers in the Government of Ontario, Andrea Horvath, the leader of the Ontario New Democratic Party, and my colleagues on City Council, Councillors Paula Fletcher and Anna Bailao. And I want to thank you for being here today as well. I stood here just 11 months ago in this very same place, expressing sadness and solidarity with the people of Paris and the people of France in the wake of an earlier savage terrorist attack in Paris. It is almost beyond comprehension that we are back here today in the wake of another tragic and senseless act of terrorism in that same city. Yesterday's attack in Paris took so many lives and tore at the soul of one of the world's great cities in one of the world's great countries. And I think we here in Toronto would be saddened by these barbaric acts wherever they took place. But Paris carries a special connection to Canada's own roots, historical, linguistic, cultural. And like us, they are a vibrant, diverse city where people should always feel safe, whether they're at a soccer game or at a concert or at a cafe or just walking down the street. Paris is a part of us, and we are part of them. And so we feel this tragedy very intensely, and it affects us very deeply. Paris fait partie de nous, et nous faisons partie de Paris. Et nous ressentons cette tragédie intensement. Cela nous touche très profondément. Just a few days ago, we were right across the street in front of the old City Hall, remembering those Canadians who have fought and who continue to serve to protect our freedoms and to keep us safe. It was a day on which we reminded ourselves of our good fortune and of the sacrifice that made that possible. Today we must focus again on our freedoms, on the values we share with Parisians and with all French citizens. In Toronto, we live together in peace and with respect for one another and respect for our differences. And we must cherish those values and work to reinforce them. There are those who do not respect them, do not embrace them, and who, with hatred in their hearts, try to destroy our way of life, pitting us against one another. We must not succumb to that kind of hatred here or in France or anywhere else. These are not the rational acts of people connected to any faith or any value system or any nationality. These are the acts of evil people whose only mission is to sow destruction and hatred and try to destroy our way of life. Toronto is a place where people accept one another with open arms, and that will not change. It must not change. And while we must do everything we can to stop these horrific attacks and to keep one another safe, we must not in any way allow these events or these people to weaken our resolve. We will protect, with our friends in France and in Paris, the great freedoms and traditions of civilized democratic people everywhere, in this city, in France, in Paris, and around the world. Our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims, to those who died and to those who were wounded and to their loved ones, and to all of the people of Paris and to all of the citizens of France. I say to them, on your behalf, I know, you are family. We feel your pain across the ocean. Let us all leave here today